Okay, welcome back to my spiritual therapy. It's Miss Mocha, your spiritual therapist. So I'm coming to talk about my twin flame journey. More so what God is saying right now. I've been asking him, things, asking questions about the journey, if it's still happening, still trying to figure out what's going on, with it. Because right now, there's still no relationship, still no union. And so I was getting that the numbers. So God is talking to me about the 144 number that I always see, and that I know that's confirmation of me being part of the 144,000 that they speak about in the Bible. He's told me that, over and over again. And also, he gives me the number 414, which is referencing the actual spiritual spouse, because he used that number to let me know when the spiritual spouse is near me. Um, and I see it a lot. So sometimes it lets me know he's near me. Sometimes it lets me know that I am, still on this journey with him. It lets me know maybe that he's thinking about me, I'm thinking about him. Whenever I see that number, I know it's in reference to my twin flame, my spiritual spouse, my kingdom marriage, the man that God showed me back in 2020, who was my husband. At the time, I just didn't know it. I thought it was okay happening then. I didn't know it was gonna be 6+ years later, but okay, ain't nothing I can do about that. And so it just dawned on me today, and I just, please excuse me, because my comprehension is a little bit slower than normal people. The norm. Like, I have a comprehension problem, which is fine. I can admit that. I have no shame or nothing about it. It's just I comprehend slower than I would like to, or than most people. So, but anyway, today I just realized that the number 144 is the number 414. Ain't that crazy? It's like, because I never looked at it like that, because I always look at it like they both have their separate meanings. So when I see 144, I think, yep, this I'm on that journey. I'm part of the 144,000. When I see 414, I think, yep, that's my husband, that's my spiritual spouse, or whatever. Twin flame, as y'all may know of it. But if you see my videos in the past, you know that twin flame is not called twin flame in the Bible. It's just strictly a spiritual spouse, like Adam and Eve. The 144,000 have, um, partners, kingdom spouses, husbands, wives. They're like, maybe they come in couples. I don't know all the details of it. I just know what God told me. But there are 12 tribes in the Bible, and I'm wondering if it's just like couples. But then there's children also, so it can't be, half of the 144,000 was 72. I don't know, 72,000. I don't know, but maybe it's not that many couples. Then, if the kids are involved too, are part of the 144,000 too, that I don't know for sure. But I do know a part of it, and so is my spiritual spouse. And every time I see that number, it's God confirming that. And every time I see 414, it's confirming that my spiritual spouse is near me or coming or something about them. And so it's the same number, and it is just rearranged. 144 414. It's just rearranged, and it's the same meaning, is what I'm trying to say too. It's the same meaning. So when I see 144, it's the journey. And when I see 414, it's the journey. It's the marriage, it's the spouse. And but it's all in the spiritual. It hasn't yet got to the physical yet. And so I just seen it now. That's why I blink out. Every time I see it, it catches my eye. It even be catching my daughter's eye. She come tell me every time it's 414, it's just bugging me, chasing me down every single day. I see it every single day. It's same with the 144. And it's just God's confirmation that I'm on this journey, that I need to continue on the journey, because there's been a couple times where I felt like I got off the journey. And this last time when I got off, I thought I was doing the right thing, and there was a replacement spouse, and that's how my daughter came about now. But that was not the right thing. God is, still talking to me and confirming now that he never canceled or changed the plan. That was me trying to, change it to fit what I wanted. And so, hold on, let me see. Are you hungry? Yeah, so he let me know it's still on and popping this. I'm still on a journey. I'm still have this spouse, this twin flame. And so, just going back to the numbers real quick, the 414, that, so there's two things that God let me know. He let me see, when I see the number 414, he let me see the actual spouse in the physical a few times, not all the time, but there was a couple times where when I seen the number, I actually seen him. And if you can know about that in my videos, but the other thing he let me know with the number 414 is the Bible verse, 1 Timothy chapter 4. Hold on. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verses 14. It talks about not neglecting the gift that's put in you. That is the prophecy that's given with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery, which is the elders. And so that just, because I was asking God, like, why is 414 his number? Why, when I see him, I see 414? Well, one is reference to that verse, and it's God confirming the prophecy that he's given me. Don't neglect it. Don't walk away from it. This is the prophecy that I've given you. This is the gift that you have. It's true. It's correct. What I'm telling you is right. And he confirms it with that number. And then he's shown me him too. So it's all just confirmation of the journey. The 144 is the actual journey of being a part of the 144 in the Bible. And the 414 is the spouse marriage part of it, I guess, where it has to do with him actually, you know, it being the prophecy, the gift, or me using my gift to know that this prophecy is us being married, being I guess the kingdom spouse, being the first fruits, one of the first marriages, what people will look at and see as an example, I guess, of what marriage is to be like in the Bible. So that's what God is bringing together for me and my spiritual spouse whenever he gets here. But yes, that's what I wanted to say about that, because it just dawned on me today. 144 is 414, just rearranged, and it both means the same thing. And so, I mean, it's all based off the Adam and Eve marriage union, where, so right now, and I thought it went by years, but I think it could have, like, because he gave me this revelation back in 2020, and the Adam and Eve story kind of starts at Genesis chapter 2 verse 20 and 21. But I think our actions and our behaviors made us delay our union. We wasn't ready because God had to, put some healing in us and wake us up. Or I woke up first, and Lord knows if this man is even woke. I have no contact other than God. God is my contact with him. I mean, I hear things in my head, but I can't 100% say, what's what yet. But I know things, and God confirms things, and I know, I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. But you don't get to know everything. I just got to be happy with what I do get to know, because it's just like a blind faith situation. I have to have blind faith in God for this relationship, this marriage that is I'm having blind faith for, because I can't see it yet, and I have to act as though I am married because God made this promise. So I have to act as though I already have it in order to get it. Not in order to get it, but in order to have my faith. Just like we have to have that kind of blind faith for anything that we get from God, or anything that we're asking for. This is no different. this marriage of what I wanted to, because that's originally how this all even started. I was trying to get myself cleaned up, go to God for my husband, and boom, he put me on this whole journey, this whole path, and it led me to, um, have, marry God first, and then marry myself, and then I get my marriage, because I have to love God and know Him and love myself and know me before I can get to um, know a man and love him. And so I'm cool with that, but man, it's taking so long. But yes, I have to have the blind faith for it, so I have to show God that I'm you know ready for marriage and ready to be in this relationship, and already know that I'm in it, that it's mine, before it even comes. And so another thing I want to talk about, because I made videos before talking about dating. Can I date, or if this is not going to happen, can I just go ahead and date, or can I date until it does happen, or what am I supposed to do if men approach me, and blah 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 blah. And I got an answer. Oh, I got an answer, and it wasn't something that I liked to hear, but it was something that he needed me to hear, and it came from one of the women that I watched, that I believe also is a part of the 144,000 that he uses to speak. If they're not a part of the 144,000, he is just using them as prophets or prophetess to speak to his other prophets or prophetess. So it's like he will use anyone and anything and get a message out to who he needs to get a message out to. So I know that for a fact. He'll use anyone and anything to get a message to me. And so he used this girl, and she talked about how it's lust and trying to date when God has already told you who your spouse is. It's like disrespectful to him. It's disrespectful to your spouse. It's like lusting. And she went in, and I know it was God, because I was feeling convicted. I was like, something in me was getting irritated with hearing it, because it's like, I'm only irritated because it's like taking a long time, and I just want, to be dating now, to have fun now, to have my person now, to get out there and go outside and get cute and stuff. Just, I believe that's what God is telling me, to get cute, keep my hair done, my nails done, stop just always moping around or sitting in the house, or, being a homebody, and get out there and do stuff and get cute and get my beauty back together, and do the wellness journey, and then get my health together, and all to get myself together and get back out there. So I thought I was going to be dating. No, what she was like is, you ain't even supposed to be thinking about dating. You're supposed to be dating God, and that it's like a form of lust. It's like making dating and wanting a husband, all this, an idol instead of God. So it's like so basically it's like I'm taking my focus off of God and trying to put it back into my own hands again, by trying to date and trying to rush the process and stuff. So I kind of felt that and fell back a little bit. I know God was telling me that not to call him, because at first he was telling me to call him, and I just could never understand why. If the man was rejecting me, why do you want me to keep calling him? But you can't question God's plans. You just got to do what he say. And that's another thing the video talked about, where it was like, she was like, just be obedient. God is saying be obedient, and do your part, do what he's telling you to do, and let him do the rest. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about what's happening. You don't need to try to give up or walk away when things aren't going your way. That shows that you don't have the faith in God, that you don't trust that he can, do this. He can handle his part and all that. So it was a real good message. It wasn't all to me, but the parts that were for me, I got them, and I felt convicted on it. So I knew that he was talking to me about it. And so now I think he's telling me that I don't have to call no more, and I'm low-key happy about that, because who want to be doing that? I bet, oh girl, I don't think other people have to do what I have to do. I think ours is different, because we one of the first marriages coming together, and so it's like, I don't know, God has me working harder, because I'm the one that woke up first, and so I think he needs me, my help, to help wake up my spouse, you know. And so it's hard because in the physical, it's like me just keep calling a man that has no interest in me. It does not feel good at all. But I know deeper in the spiritual, that's not the case. That's not what's happening here. Hold on. I know that God is using me for this. He's telling me these things. He told me who the man was and all of that. It's just, that's why they say have the faith and don't go off of what it looks like in the physical, because God's plans and thoughts and stuff is not our plans and thoughts. What we see is not real. It's not the truth.